by jury for all people accused of wrongdoing. I'll say that again. Due process is a trial by jury for all people accused of wrongdoing. Although you may think the First Amendment is already protected or protect the rights of the 14th, especially enforce the Bill of Rights on the states to make sure that they can never limit the rights of Americans without fairness. What do you think is taking place here based on what I read and workplace?
When you go through the process, he's supposed to have a jury assigned to him?
He should have a jury. Because what does the due process clause say? I just read it. I read it twice. It says the due process clause, it says, due process is a trial by jury for all people accused of wrongdoing. So, do you think Eric should have a jury?
Yes.
Yes. And do you? And on the other hand, do you think it's fair for the judge to try him as an adult?
Yes.
Yes. Why? Because the crime is committed. Is there any contrariness that's going on between the two? Other words, meaning we're saying that one side is saying, you know what, we're going to try him as a teenager, we're going to try him as a minor, and the other side is saying, no, try him as an adult because he committed this crime. He stole something. It is a crime. Do you think he should be tried as an adult for stealing? Why?
It's a high penalty.
It's a high penalty law. What if he was 13 years old? Same thing. Okay, at the time when he stole $400 value worth of cassette, video cassette and recorder. That's worth $1,400. And he also had $1,000 cash on him at the time. Do you think there was something going on why he stole the money?
Yeah.
For a teenager, do you think he's just a hard-headed criminal? No? Why you say that?
I can't say that, but the situation, I mean, he's very disturbed. I mean, pretty silent in the household.
Okay, remember the second to last paragraph on the left-hand side, it said Eric Bears is what? He's 14 years old, right? He has been estranged from school and in trouble with juvenile authorities since he was 12 years old. So because he was a troubled child at 12 years old, do you think that it's okay to try him as an adult? Do you know that sometimes at age 12 or even before you reach that age, probably there was something happening or going on in his family, you know, that probably triggers that off. Is it okay? Do you feel okay for someone to just come at you and say, you know what, you stole something and I'm going to just be hard on you just like that without understanding where you're coming from? Do you think this judge had pity?
Yeah.
You think he had pity? No. That's why Eric's attorney was trying to defend him, knowing that he was 14 years old, and was trying to let the judge understand that, you know what, he's young, and although he was a troubled child, things do happen why students or children do, you know, go to the next level and committing crimes. Sometimes they have immature minds. They think out the box. Do you think maybe if he was like 25, he would have committed that same crime? Maybe not. Why?
Would have been more advanced.
Huh?
Would have been smarter.
Definitely, he would probably know the right, you know, what's right and what's wrong. I know the penalties that would occur with the crime that is committed. Okay, so I want you to look at the bottom of your paper on the right-hand side. It said, what are the important facts in this case? Number 2 said, how did Fox use the 6th and 14th Amendment to argue Eric's case for a trial by jury? Number 3 said, if you were a judge on the appeals panel, how would you rule and why? Number 4, it said, write a letter to a friend expressing your opinion about the Our Place law. I want you to answer. I'm just going to throw out number 1. And then you are just going to answer. I need probably like 4 or 5 answers from you guys. And then you could do 2, 3, and 4 in a group. Is that okay? Yes, okay. So first question, what are the important facts in this case?
Eric Bears is a 14-year-old boy.
He's a 14-year-old, that's right. What else? The crime he committed. And what's the crime? Burglary, very good. Okay, anything else?
The judge overturned all his rights, which means he didn't give him no rights to have a jury presented.
So, very good.
He took away his Sixth Amendment.
Very good. So his Sixth Amendment was taken away. His right was taken away. And based on the reading of the 14th Amendment, it says African Americans. Do you think that Eric Bears was an African American? You think? Why do you think he was an African American?
Because they are very strict. They're more stricter with our kind instead of others.
Okay. You think that the law or probably a judge is more strict when it comes to an African American? Do you have an example of something that happened previously that you might want to share?
Not really.
The bail prices for certain crimes that's committed for black people. Bobby Shmurda got $2 million bail. A white man that committed a crime had $1.5 million bail, which was presented, and he did not get his Doug 9 more than 6 times. So he got bailed out once.
At once.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to say, that African Americans are treated fairly when it comes to trial?
No.
They're not treated fairly at all? Okay, that's your opinion. All right, any other opinions? Any other thing that you've noticed? No, that's okay. Go ahead. You did. Put your hand up? Okay. Anyone else? I need 2 more answers. What are the important facts in this case? Huh?
They tried him as an adult.
They're trying him as an adult? Okay. Anything else?
The state law about 13 to 7 years old.
Okay, the state law. So basically these are some important factors in it. The state law, the amendments, and his right being taken away. Based on the story, we don't know if it was a African American, Chinese, Indian, or white. We don't know the individual, right? But based on the 14th Amendment that we read, it was just stating that the certain rights that African Americans they gained once they became a citizen of the United States of America. They're saying that they should be protected. Because remember, anybody know anything about slavery? When they didn't have much right. But based on the amendment, they are now a part of the state, a part of one of us, a part of our place, based on the reading, and they do have rights. For example, you're in school, and the law has been passed for you to use your cell phone in school. And school, if you're in class, are you in school? Yes, you are in school. But under what circumstances is it right for you to use your cell phone? Emergency. So we're teaching, and for instance, the teacher is teaching, and someone is on their cell phone. Is that an emergency?
Yeah.
What's an emergency?
You getting
The
shot?
teacher is teaching. There's nothing happening outside. You're not feeling sick, because if you're feeling sick, you will raise your hand or you'll come to the teacher, and then they'll send you to the nurse, right? And you're on your phone, and your phone is being taken away. Do you think it's fair for you to be penalized for your phone being used in the classroom? No. Why? So it's your phone and it's your right, and you said you do what you want to do. But based on the law, though, you see the contrariness that's happening here? Every right is a limit. Very good. What did you say?
I mean, you could break the law in a certain way, but it should be a flashy way how you should do it. Like if I'm using my phone, I should use it without disturbing classroom.
You should use it without disturbing classroom, but that's not the rule. No, the rule, that's not the rule. The rule did not state that you use the phone without disturbing the classroom. It said you use the phone in case if there is any emergency, right? So you using the phone, you maybe not be distracting anybody, or you may, probably be very quiet, but it takes away from you. It takes away the thing that you need to know.
I mean, but
So
how does that affect y'all? Because y'all get upset when we use our phone, which is disturbing our education. To me, that has nothing to do with y'all teachers. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, it might reflect on how y'all look. But it's like, and we don't want to go nowhere in life, if we want to use our phones, so be it.
All right,
Y'all
I
so
love
worried
that.
about that.
I love what you said. You know what you said? It's okay if you do what you want to do, and it's not our duty to care about you because it's your choice. No, just stating what you said. It's your choice to do what you want to do, and we shouldn't care about what you want to be in life. But it's just like this young man here. He's young, and you're young. And remember earlier, a student said he don't think that Eric should be tried as an adult because he was immature in the mind, right? So you speak and you state your opinion and your facts based on how you feel about using cell phone. It's the same thing with Eric. Eric does this crime and he feel like, you know what? I don't think I should be tried as an adult. I'm still a child, regardless of what I do. But what is the judge saying? Listen, this is a crime. What am I saying to you as a student? As teachers, we care about your education. As teachers, we do care about your future. A teacher that has passion for teaching and the success of his or her student will make sure, they will go the extra mile to make sure that their students are successful. It's unfair. I believe that it's unfair to a child to know that as teachers, you're well paid, and you come to school and you sit and do nothing and allow your students to just waste time, and you get a paycheck and go home and knowing that you haven't accomplished anything. To me, I think that's unfair. And if I say, for instance, I'm in the process of becoming a teacher, and when I'm in the classroom, I will care about my students. I will care about their every being when it comes to their education. Why? Education is important. You cannot, right now, even in McDonald's, you cannot go to McDonald's and not have a high school diploma.
That's not true. It's not true.
Trust me, the law. Most of them cannot go to McDonald's without having a high school diploma. If you're, as a student, yes, Bill Harry is a student, but say you're an adult.
They haven't passed the law yet.
No, hold on. Say you're an adult, right? And you go to McDonald's. You're not a student. They hire you as a student. So that's like, they'll oversee that. But if you're an adult and you go to McDonald's and you say, you know what, I need a job, you have to show something. What have you done with your life during high school? What have you done with your life? Did you earn a high school diploma? What were you doing in school? Don't care? You want to share?
I'm saying that's not true. That's a whole bunch of people that want jobs that work that don't have nothing to show for who they are.
All right. Okay. You say that. Okay. Say I'm wrong that you don't have to. Say I'm wrong that you don't have to have a high school diploma, right? But
When the law passes, okay.
no. Okay. Say if the law passes, it's okay. I'm coming to you. But are you saying that it's okay to work at this particular place for the rest of your life?
Hell yeah, they making 6 figures. If they want to work it, go ahead. You want to know if these supervisors they're making $200,000 a year
At McDonald's.
at McDonald's.
That's impossible. All right. So we will move on. I'm take one more.
I want to
Yes.
say something about the cell phone thing.
Yes.
Cause I feel like sometimes we do be texting people, but sometimes they do be important times that we do need to send out a text. Like sometimes
Don't come
my
to
mom.
No, that's okay. I'm here. Mhm.
Like one time my mom got in an accident,
Mhm.
and my father sent me a text that she was in the hospital, so I had to leave the school. So it's not all the time. Like sometimes we need our cell phones.
So that's the case of what?
Emergency.
Exactly. So that's the proper use. I thank you guys so much for participating and in the questions and asking questions and stating your opinion. I will continue after this. I just want you guys to just group yourself in probably five, and just work together on number 2, 3, and 4. If you have any concern, you can still raise your hand. You can state your opinion, and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much. So you can group in 4s or 5.